On December 20th, there was an ex parte conference. Now, an ex parte conference is a discussion between one side in a legal case and the judge, to where the other side cannot be a party to this discussion. So in this case, Miles Guo and his defense team requested an ex parte communication with the judge, Ms. Torres, to try and get some issues resolved in this case. Now, nobody really knows what these issues were. The court records that I saw were pretty interesting, though. It started off with everybody announcing who they were, and of course the prosecution gets an opportunity to state its case, and it starts digging a little bit and trying to get any kind of information that they can about what might be going on behind the scenes. Apparently, it was billed as a counsel change for Miles. I am not convinced that that is exactly what was going on. What ended up happening, and it's interesting, you can read in the document that I believe is 7 pages long. After about 3 pages, there's a line on the document that says pages 6 through 13 or 19, 6 through 19 are sealed by the court. So what that means is that the only people who absolutely know what was going on is Miles, his defense team, and the judge. So after that 14-page sealed area of the document, of the court record, everybody is allowed back in. The prosecution comes back in. The defense is still there. The prosecution starts back in trying to dig a little bit. Now, before they had to leave the courtroom, their digging involved if it's a change of counsel, if it shouldn't be that Mr. Guo can't pay because he's already retained counsel, if he doesn't have a problem paying. So they're trying to, number one, slander him a little bit, it seems, and number two, they're trying to dig a little bit to find out what is going on. I think they were a little concerned and a little scared as to what might be the case. But the only thing that Judge Torres was saying as everybody was gathered back in the room and court proceedings recommenced was that there were a few issues that the judge was going to have to take care of and couldn't do that today. So there's going to be a delay in sentencing, and the prosecution speaks up again and says, Your Honor, there's only 2 outstanding issues. There's a sentencing submission, apparently, that the defense has to do, and then the sentencing itself. Could it be that we're trying to gain more time so that the new head of the Southern District of New York can take control after January 20th? It's possible. It could be any number of things, but apparently it was important enough that the judge actually said that there are outstanding matters that needed to be addressed by her, and it couldn't happen on that day.